Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 4 of my full platinum walkthrough of Lies of P. Right, we are, as always, exactly where we left off at the end of the last video. We came from down there, we stopped off here, and then we are going to carry on into the cathedral. So we are going to be out in the open just for a little while, and then we are going to be back inside again. So, yeah, normal enemies that we've been dealing with so far. Not really too much to do in this area. There's a few dimensional butterflies and bits to pick up, but we're going to move through here pretty quickly. I will, of course, pick up all the blue things that I see, but there will be some that I miss. But, of course, I do pick up all of the important stuff. That's the main focus of this video. All the stuff we need for trophies. So I'm just going to run up here first quickly, because we do have this guy who's throwing stuff. All the rest are on the ground, easy enough. And I think we actually get a drop attack that works for once. I don't know why mine haven't been working in this series, but we got one there finally. Plenty of star fragments, saw blades, stuff that thermite, which is obviously throwable fire, stuff that I just never end up using. Most of the throwable stuff is going to be used for the very final boss. You can buy it along the way, but I don't use it until then, if you're wondering. Got to turn my ass on at the beginning of every video. Forgot to do it there. So, dimensional butterfly, there's two. That's annoying. Locked onto the barrel again. There's two of them here. Very quickly. One after another. One. And, yeah, locked onto the barrel again. Two. They both drop Crescent moons, or Crescent, however you want to say that word. Moons, which we do need, and then there's also a book here at the back, Moonlight Town Guide. I will be changing weapons in this video. We're going to start being able to use boss weapons finally. I've just walked up here because I haven't really noticed this before, and I wondered where it leads. It doesn't actually lead anywhere, so I'm not quite sure of the point of that, but there you go. I think you can drop down from the other side and safely get down here. I missed the enemies or something, I don't know. I know he's there, the guy with the pitchfork, but I thought I'll get this one first. Big mistake. Always get the pitchfork guys first, because they do that horrible attack. And then this guy here, just to round things off before moving on. I think I just saw a blue thing to my right. Did I? Or maybe not. I might have missed. It's nothing important. So you may want to check there. So this place you're going to get locked in. They're going to start throwing things around at you. There's pitchfork guys, there's all sorts. There's actually more in here this time than there were in my practice run. I have no idea where these extra ones came from. But I'm sure there was only 4, sorry. But I guess there's a lot more than I remember. Anyway, it's not like I just watched the video like half an hour before recording this. But there you go. Yeah, so you are locked in. Kill them all. And then open this up for another defense part. The names are getting longer of these things. Workshop, Union, Standard, Corrosion, Resistance, Converter. That's just many random words thrown together. Yeah, hit that because it looks like it's breakable. It's not. I know it's not, but I hit it anyway because it looked it. So yeah, we can escape again now. I'm going to try and put that converter on. I'm not going to try, I'm going to do it. If I can remember which one's converter. There we go, that one. So again, look at the stats. Obviously some go up, some go down. But it has that acid damage, acid resistance as well. So I'm going to switch that for now. And a little bit more. But they are getting heavier. So do keep an eye on that weight limit that you have, and upgrade as you need to the capacity. So there's a humanity option here. The gesture, got them in the end. Stalker greeting, we got it from a little mini boss in the previous video, so you definitely do have it. Use the give Stalker greeting and you are going to get humanity, because you are basically lying. You're not a stalker, but it's the one we got from that little guy where we fought around the table. If you don't have that, you can see that Ergo is whispering there. That means that humanity's gone up. If you don't have that for whatever reason, you will end up fighting this person here. Because we have that that gesture, then we skip the fight entirely. It means we do miss out on, I think it was the mask or something like that. It's not something we need. But there we go. So I'm just going to nip back to Krat's hotel, because I can upgrade my sword, which I'm going to do. I am going to change it in this video, but just to remind you as well, if you want to stick with this one or whichever weapon you're using, you should have enough of the Crescent Moonstones to do another upgrade. So that's all I'm going to do. Just run Venigni. There we go. I have 2. So that's going to make it a +4 now. I need another one. I'm not sure if I do come back. I might come back once more to do it again, or I'll remind you when we get another one anyway. But yeah, I'm going to change. And it changes to those Dark Moon, the one I'm going to use, the weapon I'm going to start using. But I will continue to level up the rapier, because we do need to fully upgrade a normal weapon. Right, coming back. Back here now, there is a new enemy type. So these are corrupted puppets. They are fast. And they charge a lot like that. So the best thing to do with these is run and get them as soon as you see them. Don't let them start running towards you, especially if there's a lot of them. There's some more Moonstone if you need it. Especially if there's quite a few. You want to isolate and get rid of them as quickly as possible, because they will come running at you quickly. I'll just show you around here. We will come round from the other way, but just to link up areas so you know where you are. There is that one there. There is just a quick one too with this weapon, because it is nice and powerful now, or powerful enough. Repair tool, and then, as with most bridges in this game, they are completely unstable and we're going to fall through again. And I do get a drop attack again. It works again. Living the dream. Right, that's where we link up there, just to the left. That's where I killed that enemy before, so there's nothing else down there. Don't worry about that. And we're going to run round this way. So the puppet amulet that I have on, the extra damage to puppets, is not really pertinent anymore. There's not too many of them in this area. I don't think these ones count. So there is another guy getting up there. Quickly got to get this one. And then there's another one. Where is he? Oof, just dodged out the way. So they just do that single attack when they come running in, but they do come in quick. So there's a note in here, can't miss this one. And then we're going to run out here and get a box. A cube, sorry. It's something you can... It's not something, again, I use, honestly. It's in this playthrough. You might use it if you're in one of the more difficult playthroughs. You can add different Wishstones to it to make it... It's a bit like the flask from Elden Ring. You can just add different things to it. Talk to this guy twice. He's going to give you this book to start with. Giangio, is that his name? He's going to give you the cube and the recovery Wishstone. So yeah, you use it. You can use it once. Depending on which Wishstone you have in, it changes what it does. And then it refreshes when you go to a Stargazer. We'll equip it properly later on. Just having a look at it there. So you essentially equip it. I mean, it is equipped now, but we don't have anything in it. I mean, the Wishstone. So around the back here is another defense part, another cartridge. So break is a new status effect, which we will be dealing with soon. When you start building up break, the bar, the amount of health you get from your healing items is reduced. Even when the bar's not full, it starts going down, the amount of healing you get. So break's not very nice. It's also something we don't really deal with. There's a few that use it, but I've just put that break resistance on for now. Bit of fire abrasive, just in case you use. So this squiggling at the bottom, you can actually kind of make it out, the ring, something there. The puppet language, that becomes more clear. We're going to get an item at the end of this chapter that you'll sort of start deciphering what puppets, how they talk, and by the end of the beginning of the next playthrough, you can fully decipher what they're saying there. It doesn't really make much difference, or any difference, to be honest. So there's a new enemy here, a new enemy type. This big, it looks like it should be from The Last of Us. This one. Hit him with everything you've got as quickly as possible, just to get rid of him. You will potentially get a hidden Moonstone there as well. I've not written that one in the top, but you should get one. So yeah, they're fast. They're just as fast as the little ones, those bigger ones. So get rid of him as quickly as possible. Hit him with the blue bars, the Fable art, and then we're finally actually going to get into the cathedral here. And there we are. St. Frangelico Cathedral. That guy will meet you here, the one we spoke to before with the cube. He'll appear here later on, and then eventually he will go to Krat Hotel as well. So I'm just going to put that in. So he temporarily restores HP. That's what it does. So this particular one that I'm putting in it now, we can buy different ones later on. Again, it's just something I don't really switch to or use that often. In this easy playthrough, you really don't need to worry about all these extra things. We're just worrying about getting through and getting the missable stuff. That's the most important thing. There's our next boss. It'll be a while before we get to them. Up here's some sheet music, another collectible, and then we're going underground. Always check the corners, there's always something shiny and blue somewhere. Is there anything more satisfying than sliding down a ladder in a game? I don't think so. Right, this lift is our shortcut lift. We need to change the direction that lift goes before it becomes a shortcut. But we're going to run across here. So we've got another new status effect, Decay. Decay is kind of horrible. It's really quite horrible, to be honest. What that does is, when it's full, your health will slowly go down like poison. Leave that item for now, we'll grab that later. It slowly goes down like poison, and it also does the same to your weapon durability, which in a boss fight is not fun at all, because all of a sudden you will have no health and no health in your weapon. That was a weird thing to say. No durability in your weapon left. These guys spit decay at you. So what I'm doing here is, I thought I'd forgotten something, but I actually misread my notes. I was like, no, that's later on. So yeah, so that was just a that was just a fart in the brain there. So excuse me on that one. Yeah, we go back to normal now. Yeah, these guys throw decay. Just wait for them to throw it. They're really slow. They only take a couple of hits, 3 hits, and they're done. The main problem is in a moment when they're up in the rafters. So we're going to have to use some blocking. So we're just dropping down here. We're going to grab this Moonstone. And then do a running jump. So run and click L3 to jump across. And then we're going to go up. So this is where there's going to be some more of those guys throwing the decay. So block this one, especially this first one. Get a good position and just block it. You can see how slippy you are Just keep a lock on and slowly move. Block if you have to, and then just get rid of them. You shouldn't die from fall damage if you get knocked off from this height, but you will further up. This one is not too bad. Just wait for the throw and then dash through. Just don't get hit by the wheel. So just try and what the problem. Oh, that was close. There is that bit there. I've fallen off there before. It is a bit. It's not that you're going to notice it here. I'm going to fall off. It is a bit slippy, like Dark Souls was. Like that there when you turn is not nice at all. So just be careful on the top bit, on the thinner bits. Luckily, I was dropped straight onto the one below. But yeah, it's not great on the thinner parts. So just take your time up here. And be careful on the corners. The corners will get you. Okay, right, moving on. I'm going back down after all that. So, electric ball. Similar to the flame ball, but it's electric. This one, you'd really time this well because you don't have much time to get to the top. It's very tight. If you get hit, you get hit. You're going to take some damage. It's not a lot, but just watch out for the guy at the top as well. So dodge to the left. There is a ladder there, and there is a room at the top that we need to go to later on. But we don't have any of the keys available to us yet. The Trinity Sanctum, sorry. We don't have any of the Trinity keys available yet. So we'll come back to that once we get another Trinity key. Well, the next one is up that ladder. So I'm just letting him dash to me, and then I can get this... yeah, I'm not going to say it. I'm sure you saw it. Out of the way. Yeah, there was an item there. Always check the corners. Dim Ergo fragment. I will actually use some of them shortly. Watch the floors. Not quite yet, actually. I don't think. No, it's later on. There's going to be a traps on the floor. So jump across the gap in the wheel and then push this fire down. That's going to get rid of all of that decay at the bottom. So we can actually go down there, pick up the item, and there is some special area down there that we're going to go to as well. So just a quick detour. There is some Crescent Moonstone up here. And then we're going to get yet another normal weapon. Before that though, just open this shortcut up. So hitting this switch is going to change the orientation of that lift from the bottom. So this lift is now going to go up instead of down. We'll be using that in a moment. First of all, we're just going to hop on this wheel. And let it take us all the way around. You shouldn't need to jump, rolling or... Oh, that was a bit close actually. Should be fine. Inside we've got Blind Man's double-sided spear. And then we're going to drop all the way down to the bottom. Could probably actually just drop further down. There, I could have used that there. Never mind. Take this safe route so we don't sort of do any damage. So it's the way we came up before, and drop all the way down. And now that all that decay is gone, we can see our neat little special hidden area, which contains a cryptic vessel. One of 6 cryptic vessels. We need to decode all of these cryptic vessels. We hand them to Venigni, and he will decrypt it, and it basically leads to a treasure. It's a treasure map, essentially. But you have to get them decrypted first, and we need to do all of them for a single trophy. So there we go, crafted cryptic vessel. There it literally says it. Go and hand it to Venigni, and he will give you the clue. So we're going to go to the lift now, and it actually takes us up now. So just watch out. Make sure it's actually flipped up before you jump on it. And we're going to jump off near the top, about halfway up-ish, onto this. So wait till it comes a bit higher and then do a roll. Make sure you, or just jump off, but make sure you do clear it. And then you're going to open this up, and you're going to get a Legion plug. A Legion plug allows us to make another Legion arm. My favourite Legion arm is what we're going to make. So we can get back on this lift, and we're going to go all the way back up to the top now. I'm not going to take us to make the Legion arm just yet. We're going to do that later. It's a bit of a mini boss fight. It's not a named boss or anything. It's one of those elite ones. Hit it with everything you've got at the start here. So I'm trying to get my bar up and hitting it there, because it develops a shield on its arm, on its right arm, and that you're not going to be able to punch through, but it's going to punch through to you. So just watch out. Oh, it followed up then. That's no good. Yeah, it will sort of make it disappear and then quickly reappear. So when it does, that's when you take your chances, and it's going to drop a quartz, which is obviously for our P organ. The upgrade path that we need on the P organ is, like I said, we just need to get to the 5th part branch of that. We are going to get a lot of quartz, so we're going to easily make it there, so don't ever worry about not getting to that one as well. Speaking of which, we're going to pick this Krat Supply Box up. We're going to take that back to, is it Pulcinella, his name? The guy at the hotel, the other one, not the one next to Venigni. And he's going to have more things for sale once we hand him that box, of which is 3 quartz. So yeah, loads of upgrade stuff that we're going to be able to use. Okay, we are finally in the cathedral proper now, or the upstairs part. And I don't think I teleport here. No, I'm just going to do some upgrades. So keep an eye on your weight and make sure it's in that below 58% roughly. So do upgrade as you need to. I'm going to speak to Cecile here, and that's going to start a side quest, a very important one. So make sure you talk to her, exhaust her dialogue before moving on, because there is some misword. This is where the traps come in, so any squares like that, don't step on them. That'll fire arrows towards you. And then look above. I didn't quite make out there, but there's some like plant looking things on the ceiling. They will drop every time you walk underneath them. Another one of the butterfly types here, so a purple one, pink one. That's going to drop an advanced crank. Not something I will use. I nearly stepped on the trap there. Watch out for the trap. There's a trap in front of the chest here as well, so watch out. This is going to be a Legion caliber, another thing that we use to upgrade our Legion arm. So we're going to be able to do one upgrade as soon as we get the new one. So yeah, that's I think it's 2 of the 4 types of butterflies. I think there's 4 or 5. There's loads of them, loads of each one. So we're definitely going to kill them all, don't worry about that. So we're back where we started, where we dropped down. There's a guy throwing stuff on the top, so just run past. And then you see on the ceiling there's like bulbs hanging from the ceiling. Those, walking underneath those will drop that decay stuff on you, so just watch out. And now we're going to go up and get rid of that one that has been throwing stuff. So just keep running. So none of the ceiling things hit you. Like that. Because decay is particularly nasty. It does wear off quite quickly, but it does a lot of damage to your weapon. Which is why in the major boss fight for this one, you can actually want to take in some of Venigni's emergency repair tools, just in case that happens to you. It shouldn't, but just in case. Or be ready to switch your weapon out for a different one. Because once it's broken, you can't fix it. You can repair it, but once it's all the way down, you can't fix your weapon. You have to rest at a Stargazer or use one of these emergency repair tools. Some more decay here, so quickly run through, down to the left, ignore that item for now, just get to safety. There's 2 of these. 1, 2. I thought I could hear one coming up behind me as well. I'm just going to make a quick run for this item, it's nothing important. Some souls. Another one of these. We've fought these before. Hit it with whatever you've got just to get rid of it quickly. And I think we get a 1, 2 and a 3 perfect blocks. You're not going to see that again from me. That was definitely a rarity. But yeah, it should get another hidden Moonstone from that thing. And then we're going to go up this lift, which is a dead end. And finally, we're going to be able to get our boss weapons. So I'm skipping the lift ride. Speak to this guy here. Alidoro, yes, Alidoro. And when you get the option, we're going to lie to him and say, go to Venigni Works. Don't worry, this doesn't wreck his quest line or anything. He's still going to eventually appear in Hotel Krat, but we're going to get some humanity from lying to him, which is obviously important for the endings. Now we are going to buy our 3. So keep talking to him until you get the option to purchase. Now we can use our rare Ergo. Hopefully you've not used them. You will get an amulet or a weapon, or being the operative word there. So only buy the weapons for each of the Ergos. Do not buy any of the amulets. We don't need them. The weapons we do need. We need to have every single weapon. So buy all 3 of those weapons there. So the special ones will be at the bottom there. We can't break the special ones up like we did with the others. I'm going to equip this one, the Etiquette, which is just an umbrella, but I really like it. It's similar to what I've just been using. But I really like the charge R2 on this one. It does a pierce attack, and then it opens up and does a huge stagger attack. It's really actually quite good when you level it up. It's not the one I'm going to finish the game with. Obviously, if you don't want to use this, don't use whichever one you want. I just think it's quite fun to use an umbrella, and it is quite a good weapon. But yeah, we're nearly done actually in this area. I know we've got 20 minutes left, but we do have quite a major boss fight coming up, and then a lot of cleaning up of vessels, cryptic vessels and things like that. So I'm going to nip over here. So we've got this diary here, and then there's an enemy here. They quickly run at you. I don't know why I didn't do anything there to attack. But we're going to kill that one. You're going to pick up this Recollection. This is the holy mark of the Archbishop. We need to give that to the girl at the bottom. So do that. And we've got another defense part here. So pick that up as well. Is it better? Yes, it is, but it's also a lot heavier. So mine's actually gone up to 57%, which means I do need to put some points into the carry stat now. And just like before, push this torch off. And there we go. All the decay is gone. Don't drop down there. That is where we need to go, but do not drop down there. Instead, use this ladder. And this is going to open up a shortcut directly from the Stargazer to the boss. A particularly loud shortcut as well, if I remember correctly. It's pretty loud, that noise it does there. Unnecessarily loud. And we're going to run over to the corner, speak to Cecile again, and give her that holy mark that we just picked up in the office.
Oh, thank you.
So that is very, very important that you do this now. Make sure you do this before fighting the boss.
Power of faith. I'll remember this forever, Stalker.
So it's just a quick one there. You're not going to get anything of interest here now, but make sure you give her that before the boss fight. Here's something I missed earlier. Some thermite. Great. Not going to use it, but there it is if you do. Yeah, so I'm going straight to capacity, leveling one up there. Take that percentage down a bit. And then on to the boss. Like I said, if you want to put one of those emergency repair tools in your belt, do so, just in case your weapon breaks, or have another, if you've got enough capacity, have another weapon equipped so you can quickly switch to it. I don't like having that personally because I like to stay light, but if you can manage it, then do so. It's a two-phase boss, first time we've done this, but it's a pretty awesome looking boss as well. But it's going to do a lot of decay damage, so try and stay, this attack, this tongue attack is what you want to stay away from. I'm just going to hit it with my umbrella. Try and block if you can and stay away from those attacks. Try and stay behind it, essentially. You want the Spectre to take on most of the attacks. I think I did, yeah I did my Fable attack and it got stopped. That's one thing you have to watch out for with your Fable attacks. Sometimes they can get interrupted. So I'm just taking time, staying away from it, going in when I can. So this is just the first phase as well. There we go, finally got the break on it. And that's going to put it pretty much to dead. And you're going to get another cutscene once that's done. And now it's two parts. It's the double-headed thing now. You can either take on the front part here, which moves around quite a lot. Hitting its main body is not going to do too much damage. You can see now there, it's quite hard shell. So you need to get round the back where that head is from before, and it's best to do this side. The other one can be attacked, it just does move around quite a lot. So stick on this one. Just getting some hits in here. Oh god, I didn't even try and dodge that one. The umbrellas might not, well, I'd say it might not be the best option. It's the best option for me because I think it's the most fun. But it's not doing the most amount of damage that we could be doing. I'm pretty sure the old weapon would do more. But I just think the Charge R2 is very good on this one. It's quicker as well. Yeah, so I've managed to hit it with the Fable art there, which makes all the difference when you actually make contact with it. And then, oh, nearly got it. And there it's dead. And then you will get the trophy, Fallen Archbishop. And that is another one down. And then not everything, there's a big cutscene. Lots of things are going to change now. And we will get the Twisted Angels Ergo. This is another, obviously, boss one, a special one. Don't use that. We're going to be able to get another boss weapon in a minute. But what we're going to do before leaving this area is going to run back to where Cecile was. So this is why you had to have spoken and given her that before the boss fight, because she is now gone. And she has left behind a letter and a record. Reading the letter will also give you a gesture. So you can see how important that was. It's two of the most important collectibles, or missable, is the records and the gestures. So pick them up and then read the letter. So move to the right hand side with the letter and you'll get prey as well. Excellent. Done. So from here we can move on. We're going to teleport to the Workshop Union entrance. You can see the dog head there. That's where we sent him. And now we're going to send him somewhere else, or try to. He's not going to believe us this time, but it's fine. All we need is the lie. So speak to him again. You're going to get the option to go to Hotel Krat or Elysion Boulevard. Send him to Elysion Boulevard, or try to. He's going to say, ha 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 ha, I know what you're trying to do, blah 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 blah. Don't worry, he's not going to fall out with you. He's going to carry on being your friend, but the most important thing is there. We're going to get that humanity boost. And then we are going to leave, and he will now be at Hotel Krat anyway, so it's all good. Can't buy the weapon off him there, he just sort of repeats. So I'm going to go to Hotel Krat. You can see there's lots of things to do there, lots of heads on it. So good little bit of clean up here before moving on to the next area. So mine's already playing because I've left it on. The playlist is still running, but play Divine Service now. That's the next record we just picked up that we need to play. This will eventually play out and you'll get that humanity boost again. Polydina, did I say the right name? I don't think I did. Anyway, Polydina's our guy, so speak to him, exhaust his dialogue about whatever, stalkers, whatever, and then you will be able to give him that box that we got earlier on. So add shop goods, hand over the Krat box, and he's now going to have more things for sale. One of which being an infinite amount of moonstones, hidden moonstones. So we will still pick them up, but you can buy them here now as well. Purchase, you've got your moonstones, you've got your dark moon, there's only 2 of those. We're going to buy both of those. We're going to buy all 3 of the quartz. And then we're going to buy this apple as well. So this is a recollection that we need for another missable record or another missable NPC quest line. So pick the apple up now. We're going to use it later. I'm just going to crack. Do not crack the rare boss Ergo. So I'm just going to use some of these. I need some. There we go. And then purchase that quartz. And off we go. So that record you can see is still playing. While I'm talking to Alidoro, it's going to finish. And I'm going to get my humanity boost. So there you can just see that's what that is. That Ergo is whispering. That was the record playing out. So speak to him and then use the Twisted Angels Ergo to get the next weapon, the Trident there. So that's another special one. Now we're going to get my... no, what we're going to do first, we're going to upgrade. So I think we have enough. So speak to Eugenie, she's got quite a lot to say at the moment. So upgrade weapon, and yes. I'm going to upgrade the Etiquette that I'm using, the umbrella. Whatever weapon you're using, carry on the upgrade path. I don't have enough Ergo, so we're going to have to crack a few more. Just to give us a bit. We'll use these more towards the end. I don't like using them. I just like to have them around for emergency. But if we do need them, we will use them. Like now. And then, yes, we can. On the umbrella, we can get the technique with the handle. But we don't have any. The cranks. We can buy one here. But it's fine. We'll get some later on. Most importantly, we are going to craft a Legion arm. You can craft any other ones remaining. But I'm going to say craft the Falcon Eyes because I think it's quite good. It's basically a cannon on your arm, giving us some range, which we are severely missing for certain instances. And then go to the upgrade. I'm going to equip Falcon Eyes and then go to modify and go to new material gunpowder. This is going to use one of the Legion calibers that we've picked up. We've got 2, but we need another one to do the next upgrade. And we do need to fully upgrade a Legion arm, so that is, we're on our way with that one now as well. So the Ergo wavelength decoder, that's what I was talking about before, about deciphering the language of the puppet. Not important, so don't worry about it. It's nothing we need for trophies. But hand over that cryptic vessel that we got before. so I'm just skipping the dialogue here as usual. But hand that over and he's going to give you the decryption back. And if you look at the photo, you may recognise it. It's the bridge where we saved Geppetto a long time ago now, or it seems like it was anyway. And we are going to go back there and test out our new Legion arm. Actually, it'll come in handy. So go to Krat City Hall. And it'll take us straight to that bridge. And you can see the puppet dangling down. So just lock onto it. You should be able to lock on. Use the L2 Falcon eyes. It's going to fire and then explode. And it will drop an item letter with the refuge's address. You may not recognise this, but the actual address is a nod to Sherlock Holmes, I believe. Yes, that was his address, wasn't it? 21220, whatever that number is. I can't remember now. 221B Baker Street, right? But obviously we're going to Elysion Boulevard. So we're going to go to the one above now, the inside the house on Elysion Boulevard. You'll recognise where we are. And then we'll just dip out this house. And then it's right here. What is it? 221B. So open that up. And inside is a safe, which has some apparel in it. And quartz. Most important thing is quartz. You may have noticed we've not actually done the upgrade. It's just because I wanted to come and get this first. We're going to test out the thingy. I was stuck in the animation there, otherwise I would have dodged that. But yeah, you can see how handy it is for enemies that are on the other side of something. So those ones that were throwing decay at us before, we could have just hit them with the cannon and got rid of them, rather than going along the rafters struggling. So I'm just going to speak to Sophia here. She's got something to say. I'll get that out of the way. And then I'm going to play around with the P organ. So we're going to got quite a few upgrades that we can do here. I think we have 5 quartz. So we're going to get onto the 3rd branch. So I'm going to go for increase pulse cells. That means we can 1 more heal. Retain guard or retain guard 1. They're not as good as amulet slot and healing slot, honestly. So we're going to do both of those. Just again, whichever one works for you. Enhanced attack when discharged. So once you discharge, you're going to your pulse cell. You do a bit more damage. Perfect guard. If you're good at those, that's good. The pulse cell recovery is what I'm going to choose. That means that our pulse cells now do more healing. And then I think I do the reduced stamina consumption from dash on this next one. I just have a quick look at the others. I don't think there's anything I need here that's particularly, unless you use special grindstone often, then that's not particularly helpful. But yeah, I think I do the dash here. So that's 1. Then we need to do the next one, the amulet slot. We will go for attack. The stagger, is it this one? Stagger attack from dodge attacks. And then it might be regain reduction. I think it, lowers the guard regain reduction. So that's going to help with the healing after the attack. So a couple here. So the fruit we don't need to worry about. The slots, sure. Again, enhances the recovery of the cells, is good. And now we can move on to the level 3 ones, which we will do. So I'm going to go for charge stagger attack 2. Naturally, because I do use charge R2s all the time. I want that stagger damage. So that's why I'm going to choose that one. And we now have an amulet slot. But I can't actually put anything in it of interest yet. We will obviously get more amulets, but I don't really need that. So I'm going to put the weight limit one on because I am a bit high at the moment. So it gives us a bit of a buffer, but I will have to do some upgrades on that. And then we're going to teleport back to the Archbishop's altar and just carry on into the new area. Couple of minutes here. And then that's where we're going to leave it. So that'll be the start of chapter 5. Yeah, sailing through this game. We're almost at the end of the next video, probably halfway. Chapter 11's pretty much just the endings. So just a quick lift ride. Or elevator. And we are going back outside into the woods, fighting bears and dogs and things. Not great. Especially dogs. I don't know why they insist on putting dogs in games. I hate them. So yeah, they're easy to kill. You just need to be aware of them. Bear trap there. They are dotted about. They will do damage, obviously, if you get caught in them. But it's not the end of the world. Just watch out for them. So it doesn't do as much damage as my previous weapon, but I just like it more. And that's the whole point, isn't it? So up here quickly is a Recollection, so grab that. Need that later on. And then we're going to rest. That's our new Stargazer. I think, nope, I don't have enough, so I'm not going to do an upgrade. I'm just going to rest, and then we are going to leave it there. I think, yeah, I'm leaving it. I'm doing it slow because what's his name is going on with himself. So yeah, that's it for this one. We're done. We'll pick it up with the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.